show is brought to you by Perez Tire Center, Aces Bail Bonds, Miranda & Sons Automotive, Bridgeport Auto Glass, Ramirez Spanish Restaurant, Tito's Barbershop, JC Tire Center, Rancho Patanal Brazilian Restaurant, and Luz de Paz Funeral Home.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight.
And we are here live in the studio for another exclusive interview. Hey, listen, first of all, I'm so excited, man, because I love coming into the studio each and every week and sitting down on the hot seat and being able to reach out to you, the people of the community, with our platform. As you already know, and I say this every single week, we created this platform for you, the people of the community. We are here to bring you the best exclusive interviews throughout the state of Connecticut. And a couple of things I want to mention this morning. But first of all, before I mention the upcoming events that are going to be taking place throughout the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, I want to thank each and every one of you, my viewers, who tune in each and every, we were broadcasting on Tuesdays, but now, because of various reasons, we had to make a change to our broadcasting schedule. As you can see, we're here right now during your lunch break on a Friday morning in the studio, broadcasting out of the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And but I want to thank each and every one of you that are tuning in right now live on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. Truly appreciate you guys, man, and your support, for always being there for us and supporting us and just showing us your love and tuning in each and every single week. I also want to thank our advertisers, man, who support us each and every month. Perez Tire Center, JC Tire Shop, Ramirez Restaurant, Aces Bail Bond, Miranda & Sons Automotive. As you can see, the Bridgeport Auto Glass that's behind me on the screen right now. If it's not for you guys, we will not be able to do what we do on a weekly basis. All right. So again, man, I just encourage you, man. If you're watching right now, click that share button and share this live broadcast onto your timeline. Call someone up. Let them know, man, that Jason Rodriguez from Super Elite Entertainment is live right now in the studio broadcasting. And I have a really good friend of mine in the studio tonight. I want to say tonight, but I gotta remember that it's morning time, morning. So if I make a mistake and I say tonight, I apologize, because we're used to broadcasting on the evenings of the day. But with that said, I just want to announce a couple of things that we have going on in the city of Bridgeport. Really quick, as you can see right here, we have July 14th, the Puerto Rican Day Parade is taking place in the city of Bridgeport. And that's coming up, man, next week, right? Next week, yes, Frankie?
Next week is here.
Next week is here, next Sunday, July 14th. The Puerto Rican Day Parade is going to be taking place here in the city of Bridgeport. I believe the parade starts at 11 a.m., starting off at Central High School and is working its way down North Avenue, Park Avenue, and ending off at Seaside Park in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, followed by a huge festival. All right, there's going to be so many performers there. Let me just throw that on the screen real quick so you can see. Spanish Harlem Orquesta, Luisito Carillon, the Latin Heartbeat, Rumba Caliente, Joey Diaz, and so many others. I can't pronounce all the names that are on the screen right now. My Spanish is not that good. But make sure that you come out July 14th, which is next Sunday. All right, starting at 11 a.m. in the city of Bridgeport, the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's always on fire. It's always hot. There is always a great turnout. And we need you, the community, to come out and show your support, especially the Latino community. That's the reason why they have the parade each and every year. All right. And if you're not Latino, if you're not Puerto Rican, you could be Colombian, you could be Dominican, you could be whatever nationality you are. You could be African American. Come out, show your support. There's going to be a lot of artists that are lined up to perform. There's going to be a lot of vendors out there, a lot of food, and it's going to be a really, really good time. Also, I want to mention July 20th and 21st, the Colombian community is going to be coming together for their Independence Festival, all right? Also in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And their event is going to be taking place for 2 days. And it's also going to be held at Seaside Park in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And here's a quick listing of their lineup that they're going to be having performing. They're going to be having Nelson Velasquez. They're going to be having Osmar Perez, Wano, I don't know who he is, and a couple of other orquestas, Pedro Arroyo. And like I said, that's going to be taking place here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, July 20th and 21st. All right. So if you need any more information on that, you can always go on to Eventbrite, and that information is on there. Every week I announce all the different events that are coming up in the city of Bridgeport. So if you have an event coming up, reach out to me. Email me, go onto our website at www.supereliteentertainment.com and send us that information, and we will announce it here on our show. All right. Also, Tuesday, August 6th, the Bridgeport Police Department in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut is going to be having what's called National Night Out 2019, where the police and the community partner together, all right, in a fun-filled environment. The Bridgeport Police Department is going to be putting on an event where there's going to be food, vendors, and a bunch of different police officers on hand, and they want to interact with you, the people of the community, and they want to show you a different side of the Bridgeport Police Department. They let you know not every officer is bad, not every officer is dirty. We do have some really good law enforcement officers that are a part of the Bridgeport Police Department. So make sure that you come out Tuesday, August 6th, 2019, for the National Night Out 2019. More information on that event is also listed on Eventbrite. All right. One more thing, or maybe two more things I need to mention. Also, I want to mention Downtown Thursdays. All right. Downtown Thursdays in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, taking place each and every Thursday throughout the summer. Here's a quick glimpse of the lineup that they're going to be having. June 20th, as you can already see past, Funk Salsa Urban was there. They tore it up. June 27th, that passed. July 4th was yesterday. But next in line is July 11th, Anthem and Caribbean Vibes. All right. June 11th, Anthem and Caribbean Vibes at the McCleavey Green in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, starting at 5:30 and ending off at 9 p.m. And then the following week after that, they have Jake Kulak in the Lowdown, August 1st. The Boo Boo Town Collective, which is a jazz event, August 8th on the serious side, 70s funk, and on and on. For more information on that, feel free to go on to, let's see here. You can go on to downtownthursdays.com website, and you can get the list of the lineup of all the events taking place. And then, finally, I just want to make mention of also another great event taking place in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is August 11th. There's going to be 7 hours of live music, food from all over the world. It is called the Connecticut International Food and Music Festival. This is going to be taking place there in the city of Bridgeport on August 11th from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. there in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And they are also looking for wanted food vendors, limited space, all right, entertainment. If you have some kind of act, if you're a dancer, if you're a DJ, they're going to have a big list of the best DJs throughout the state of Connecticut on hand. So, all the information is there on our site. Feel free to go on to Facebook or Instagram at Connecticut Food and Music Festival, and you'll be able to get all the information that you need right there on those sites. All right. So, like again, I just want to thank each and every one of you that are tuning in right now. I'm the host of the show, Jason Rodriguez. And before I introduce my guest this morning, which is Frankie Colon, known as the Wepa Man. The Wepa Man, all right? Frankie Colon is here in the studio this morning. But before I bring him into the picture, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Frankie Colon is here in the studio. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Ramirez Restaurant.
Looking for custom wheels? Looking for quality and professional service? Do you need a flat tire repaired? Are you looking for a $45 alignment and the lowest prices in the state? Come to Perez Tire Center located in the city of Bridgeport. At Perez Tire Center, we take pride in our selection and service. We are never short on inventory and we give you the best guaranteed lowest prices up front. At Perez Tire Center, we slash the competition and will beat the other guys. Financing is available and no credit check is needed. We also install batteries and tires on recreational vehicles, trailers, and motorcycles. If you need it, we got it. Perez Tire Center is open 7 days per week, located at 72 Knowlton Street in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Hi, welcome to Aces Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at Aces Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with Aces Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call Aces Bail Bonds now.
All right, and welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, and we are here live. I was going to say performing. We are performing, I guess, right? We are performing. This is a show, and I'm in the front of the camera, and I'm performing to you. But we are here live in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And this morning, I'm excited to have a really good friend of mine. He is the current 2019 president of the Fairfield County Puerto Rican Day Parade, which is going to be taking place July 14th here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And he is also known as the Wepa Man. Also, I need to ask him a question when I bring him out to the camera. I want to know all about this DJ Sucio. I want to know what that's all about, all right? All right, you're going to have to tell us, Frankie. But with that said, I want to introduce to you my guest this morning, Mr. Frankie Colon.
Thank you, Jason, for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, Frankie, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, man. So, talk to us, man. Tell us what's new in Frankie Colon's life.
I'm the president, as you said, is a new venture for me with this organization. I've had many roles in this organization, and now I'm at the top of the organization, so I'm excited about it. I'm learning new things that I was not involved with before. So that's it. That's something that's going on new. You know, we're excited about the parade coming up next weekend and the festival following after the parade.
Good.
Which is excited about it.
Well, let me tell you, man. First of all, the Puerto Rican Day Parade is a great annual event that you guys put on. You've been a part of the Puerto Rican Day Parade, I want to say, for decades already. I mean, it's been quite some years. You've been involved in the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Not only that, but you're always involved in the community. You're always active. If there's something going on in the Latin community, there's a great possibility that Frankie Colon is going to be their president.
Absolutely. I try to make my presence there, whatever events coming up for Latinos, because we have to show the support. The support is very essential to making every event successful for whatever organization is trying to do.
Absolutely. So my first question for you, Frankie, is this year, and you came up in the ranks of the officials that are part of the parade, but this year for 2019, you've been voted in or elected as the president of the parade, correct?
Correct.
So how exciting is that for you to be the president of the parade this year?
It's very exciting because, like I said, I've held many different roles in the organization, and it's exciting when you see yourself come up and you've seen the organization grow, and you want to help make the organization grow even more by taking on different roles and understanding how the whole thing is put together and how it all works, and to seeing the culmination of it at the end when everything's put together and the event is very successful. So it's very exciting to be a part of it.
So, and I know you briefly just indicated some of the responsibilities that you have, but that's my next question for you. As the president of the parade, what kind of responsibilities do you have? What comes with that title? Because it's not just about you getting, the nice sash that you're wearing right now and looking good on the day of the parade. Boricua, Boricua, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
What kind of responsibilities comes with the role in the seat that you're sitting in right now?
There's a great responsibility. I mean, you have a financial responsibility to the organization. Your name goes on a lot of documents. You're trying to pull in sponsors. You're basically the face of the organization along with the executive board, who without them you cannot be successful. So you need a good team, and I have a great team that's on board with me this year that have been part of the parade for many years as well. But there's a lot of responsibility with regards to getting sponsors, like I said, getting things organized. Like I said, you're the face of the organization, so you have a lot of responsibility to get things done and make sure they're done in the proper order.
So, you mentioned in regards to getting things organized and getting sponsors and people involved.
Correct.
How important is it for not only the community to come out July 14th to be a part of the parade, but how important is it for the local businesses, business owners, and all the different vendors, not only in the city of Bridgeport, but statewide, to come down and be a part of this great annual event that takes place?
It's very important. I mean, they have to understand that we're here because we want their support and we want to support their businesses as well. So it's important that we create a community partnership. That's the most important thing. Without them, we can't make our event successful because it takes a lot of funding to do this. This is not a free event that we put together. It's free to the community, but it takes a lot of community support in order to make the events happen. And community support is important, especially for the business, because we have businesses coming in actually from contacting us from New Jersey, from Florida, from New York. They want to come from all over to be a part of our event. So it is a huge event, but we want to give the local businesses the opportunity as well to come in on it as well. And we support them, they support us, and we want our community friends to go and support their businesses because it shows that we're supporting each other. So we have to do that.
Yeah. Now, you guys been doing, you guys been having the parade for years already, for years and years and years, and it's always a very successful event, which is a good thing.
Thank you. Yes.
And the day of the event, I'm sure that you're gonna have a whole bunch of floats. There's gonna be car clubs. There's gonna be marching bands. There's gonna be marchers. There's gonna be all types of people involved to make this event happen.
Yes.
So besides the ones that I mentioned, what else can we expect as spectators when we come out July 14th to the parade?
We're gonna have, like we said, like you mentioned, a lot of floats, professional floats, homemade floats. We got marching groups, car clubs, but we also have community health organizations that are gonna come out, like Southwest. Optimus Health is another one that comes out. We usually have education in there, so the University of Bridgeport also comes out in our parade. Those are other type of community partnerships that we have that come out and support our organization.
Excellent.
So we have a lot to look forward to.
Excellent. Now, I mean, I've been to probably the Puerto Rican Day, maybe the 10 last Puerto Rican Day parades, and or maybe more than that. But every parade that I attend here in the city of Bridgeport, it's always a on fire event, man. You got DJs pumping that amazing, and I love that song, Que Bonita Bandera.
Exactly.
I love that song, and you have, I believe the mayor comes out.
Yeah, the mayor comes out. Blumenthal is usually there. We're also having, this year for the first time, I found a group of Taino Indians from New York that are going to come represent Taino Indians from Puerto Rico.
Nice.
So that'll be a nice addition to our floats.
Nice. Any famous people by any chance?
On the parade route, no, that's a little more difficult to happen because they want to be able to be fresh to perform at the festival. So that becomes more difficult to coordinate it with the parade.
Okay. So, and I have a list of questions here for you, but we're just shooting off the hip right now. So, in regards to the performers that you have, and you got a nice lineup going down July 14th at Seaside Park during the festival part of the parade. But how about some freestyle or some reggaeton singers? Like one year you guys had Nicky Jam come down.
Right.
I believe it was Nicky Jam. Another time you guys had George Lamont. But we can people like me get some freestyle on the lineup?
Well, yeah, that's something we could definitely work on. I mean, it's a little more difficult because if their schedule doesn't work out, that's why they're not able to come. But we try to incorporate enough music for the older folks, for the younger folks. We try to keep it lively for everybody, so everybody to enjoy themselves, as well as keep the culture part of it in it as well.
Yeah. All right. And so also I want to make it clear to the people that are watching right now, the Puerto Rican Day Parade is an event not only for the Latinos, meaning the Boricuas.
Correct.
All right, the Puerto Rican culture. It's also for the African American. It's, whether you're Colombian, Dominican, whatever the case may be.
It's for everyone. Everyone's an official Puerto Rican that day. No matter what nationality you are, you're an official Puerto Rican that day, and we want to welcome you and have you come to our events and support us, and we will support you as well.
Excellent. And the thing I like about the Puerto Rican Day Parade is, first of all, the parade is free.
Yes, it is.
It's a free event. Now, when individuals show up at Seaside Park at the bandstand to participate in the festival, is that free as well?
That is free to do. We do have to pay for the performers, but if people want to come and support us, they can come and support us, and we could try to add them to the lineup as long as there's room on the roster for it for free. Yes.
Okay, excellent, man. So, with that said, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I also want to remind folks that when you do go to the festival this year, they're not going to allow any backpacks or coolers, but you are welcome to keep them outside of the fenced-in area if you're going to have a cookout or a picnic for yourself.
All right, and you know what? We might as well just mention this as well since we're on that subject.
Okay.
Every year, I go to the parade. I see people out there with their grill selling pinchos.
Right.
And their grills get confiscated, and the Bridgeport Police Department issues them an infraction.
Right.
Is that something that people should refrain from doing?
Yes, people should refrain from doing that. Again, it is the day that we have our organization to help get sponsorship and get funds in for ourselves. So we want to discourage people from doing the cookouts and selling them. They can do whatever they want outside of our fenced-in area because it is a fenced-in event for that purpose. And that's why we have security to ensure the safety of the folks. The police will be there. So it's a safe event for all your family and friends to come and enjoy.
Excellent. With that said, Frankie, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And, you feeling good so far?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
All right. And with that said, you guys that are watching right now live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, truly appreciate you guys tuning in this morning. I know it's kind of early, but you're chilling with me and my boy Frankie Colon, the Wepa Man. You're chilling with us right now during your lunchtime. We're broadcasting live from the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, Super League Entertainment Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back. Your host, Jason Rodriguez. Looking for custom wheels? Looking for quality and professional service? Do you need a flat tire repaired? Are you looking for a $45 alignment and the lowest prices in the state? Come to Perez Tire Center located in the city of Bridgeport. At Perez Tire Center, we take pride in our selection and service. We are never short on inventory and we give you the best guaranteed lowest prices up front. At Perez Tire Center, we slash the competition and will beat the other guys. Financing is available and no credit check is needed. We also install batteries and tires on recreational vehicles, trailers, and motorcycles. If you need it, we got it. Perez Tire Center is open 7 days per week, located at 72 Knowlton Street in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Despair over auto glass repair. For rapid, reliable auto glass replacement and repair, trust Bridgeport Auto Glass with over 25 years experience. We do all glass replacement, windshields, mirrors, door glass, sunroofs. For cars and a wide variety of trucks, we'll get you back on the road fast. Same day and mobile service available. Our fully licensed technicians can come to you, serving both New Haven and Fairfield counties, credit cards and all insurance accepted. Bridgeport Auto Glass, skilled, efficient, and affordable.
Hi, welcome to Aces Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at Aces Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with Aces Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call Aces Bail Bonds now.
All right, and welcome back to Super League Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, and we are here live in the Super League Entertainment studio, broadcasting out of the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And listen, I just want to thank you again for tuning in. And with that said, Mr. Frankie Colon, the Wepa Man,
Thank you.
and president of the Puerto Rican Day Festival and Parade, is here in the studio this morning.
Thank you for having me, Jay. Thank you for having me.
Frankie, so we've been sitting here, we've been talking about the festival, we've been talking about the parade, and what's coming up next week, Sunday, July 14th, in the city of Bridgeport. So,
One of our first events is our gala, which is Friday, June 12th. There's still some tickets available for that. You can go to our website to purchase if you choose to go. That's going to be at Vazano's restaurant. And then Saturday, July 13th, we have our flag raising at City Hall, 45 Lion Terrace. We do that. And then Sunday is the big event for the parade. July 14th kicks off at 11 a.m. as Jason mentioned, and goes down Park Avenue all the way down to Seaside Park, where we start our festival from 1 to 7:30 p.m.
wow, excellent, excellent.
Fun for the weekend.
That's right, that's right. So, you already just stated the start time of the parade and the festival. You also stated the parade route. What's the best location to sit yourself at for the parade, Frankie?
I think the best location is right on Park Avenue, because that's our longest street that we have to go down. That's the one that gets the most packed. But I would say like Park Avenue, North Avenue, that area, working our way down, that's probably the most ideal spot to catch a good view, because it gets more congested the further down you get to the park.
That's right, that's right. And if you're thinking about, parking somewhere in that area, you better get there bright and early in the morning and get yourself
definitely
a parking spot, because parking is insane.
Yes, it can get very hectic. So utilize, like if you're going to the park, the baseball diamond area, you can utilize those parking spots as well. So try to get there early. That's the key thing, to get there early.
Excellent, excellent. So with that said, Frankie, I just got to ask you a question, man, because when we were going back and forth communicating throughout the week and prepping and leading up to our interview right now, you sent me an email, and the email said DJ Sucio.
Yes.
I was like, DJ what the hell is that all about?
That was a DJ, right?
You was a DJ?
No. It's a funny story behind that. So I'm not a DJ, but I have a lot of friends who are DJs, and I always used to hang out with them. So like, you're an unofficial DJ, but we want to give you a DJ name. So my good friend DJ JD, who's a great DJ, honored me with that title. So I've been using that title for my personal email.
Gotcha.
That's how that name came up.
So let me back it up a little bit.
Okay.
You are, I would say, a community activist. And the reason why I say that is because you've been involved in the community for years. And like I said in the beginning of the show, if there's something going on in the Latino community, you better rest assured that Frankie Colon is going to be there. If there's a salsa event taking place, Seaside Park, or whatever the case may be,
right,
Frankie Colon is going to be there.
Absolutely.
Anything that has to do with us and our culture and our nationality, you're a big influence and a big part of whatever it is that's going on.
I tried to be.
Yeah.
That came about really in my upbringing. I grew up in a single parent home, and my mother tried to instill that in us. We are the first generation to live here from Puerto Rico. My mother was born in Puerto Rico, but we were not. But she instilled Puerto Rico in us, like every day, and everything that we did in our cooking, in our foods, anything that was involved. My mother made sure that we knew that we were Puerto Rican, and that's how I came about trying to get involved with the community, because I wanted to learn more myself.
Yep.
I knew how to speak it, but I didn't know how to read and write it. So in high school, I took the class to learn how to read and write it. And we try to instill that in our kids and make sure that they give back to the community as well, and ensure that they know where they come from, so our traditions and our cultures could keep continuing to live generation after generation.
And let's make it clear is that that you grew up here in the city of Bridgeport, right?
I did.
And I remember years ago, the way you and I met years ago, I don't know if you remember.
No.
Was through my sister.
Oh, yes.
We met through my sister.
Right.
And I can't remember what it was that you had going on, and she connected you with me, and we reached out to each other, and then, you was in college, I was in college, and what college you was? Who's it?
I was at UB. No, I was at UB.
Oh, okay, that's right. You went to UB after I went to UB.
Correct.
And that's the way we met. You reached out to me in regards to the programs that they offer there.
Correct.
And we're both UB graduates.
Yes,
all right, put it there.
Boom.
Boom.
You be alum.
But so my question is, you grew up in the city of Bridgeport,
yes,
and in the east side.
West side.
In the west side. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure you've been around the east side as well.
Oh yeah, grew up.
So compared to the way the Latino community was back then to the way it is or where it is right now, do you say that it was better back then, or do you say that the community of Latinos is even stronger now?
I think it was a lot stronger back then, but I think in our organization, it's our role to try and help educate the youth, and that's what we're trying to do when they come into our program to run for pageant king or queen. That's one of the roles that the pageant coordinator or the director has, is to educate them on Puerto Rico, the towns that they represent, to ensure that they know that they do their history and their research on what those towns represent and how they could still continue those things here in the United States, even though we're not on the main island. But I think it's backtracked a little bit, but we're trying to get the youth still more involved and make sure that they understand that we have to keep our Latino roots alive and strong.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And I don't know about anyone else out there, but when it comes to our culture and our roots, I love who we are. I love our food.
Absolutely.
Pernil, chuleta, arroz con habichuela,
Yeah, absolutely.
aguacate. Yeah,
that's a part
we got
of
the
it.
best food,
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely. People love our food, so you're going to see a lot of that food at our festival. So those who aren't used to having this type of food and want to learn about our food, it's going to be there available for them, so they can taste it and enjoy it.
Excellent, man. So you guys need to make sure that you come out July 14th. Next week, Sunday, the Puerto Rican Day Parade is going to be hitting the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's going to be an epic time. It's going to be a time and a day that you don't want to miss, because everything that is Boricua is going to be there, exposed and open at your service. So make sure you come out July 14th. Next Sunday, man. That's Frankie. That's just around the corner, man.
7 days away. Just
7
about.
daay away.
Yes, and we do need volunteers. So if anybody wants to be a volunteer, you're more than welcome to hit up. My email address is president.prpfc@gmail.com, and we are more than welcome to accept all volunteers, because this is all volunteer work. No one gets paid to do this job.
And also on the screen right now, as you can see, Frankie Cologne's personal phone number is on the screen. It's 203-814-2153. So, if you want to volunteer and be a part of the parade, because volunteers are needed. And I have volunteered myself.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, in the parade.
So you see how much work gets put into it, right?
It's a lot of work.
Exactly.
It's a lot of work, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that day.
It is.
So if you want to volunteer, it's a great time. You're gonna the nice thing about volunteering is that you're gonna have full access to everything going on.
Absolutely.
That's the perk when you volunteer at the parade.
It is, and you get to see it firsthand. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you watch as a spectator, but once you're in it and you're helping, you see how much work is involved. And there's a lot of work to put a parade together. We don't just show up one day and say, hey, we're going to line up. So volunteers are welcome, and we thank you.
And again, like I just stated, the phone number is on the screen right now. So give Frankie Cologne a call, 203-814-2153. If you're interested in volunteering on July 14th, Sunday, July 14th, at the parade and also during the festival. What's awesome was that I remember one year when I volunteered,
Right.
I was able to meet all the artists that performed. I got to meet, George Lamont, got to hang out with him. We took pictures, we talked. So it was pretty cool time, man.
Yes, it is. It's an enjoyable time. The festival, like I said, is going to be from 1 p.m. to 7:30, and we welcome you to come and enjoy yourselves with music. There is going to be alcohol sold in a contained area, so you're more than welcome to come. Like I said, enjoy yourself. It's going to be a great event.
Excellent, Frankie, man. So, with that said, it's just a thought that hit me in the head. It just hit me like,
Right?
But if Frankie Cologne, and I believe you have the qualities and the abilities to do what I'm about to say. I really truly believe this. But if Frankie Cologne was ever voted to be mayor of the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, right?
Yep.
What will Frankie Cologne do his first day in office to enhance the Boricua culture within the city? What would you do, Frankie?
I think I would welcome more businesses into the city. I would also ensure that our parades are taken care of, because our parades, whether it's the Puerto Rican Parade, the Barnum Festival, the Columbus Day Parade, all of them encompassed together bring a lot of business to the city, and we have to make sure we take care of them, because they are the ones who bring the entertainment to the city as well, and draws people from different states to come see what Bridgeport is all about. So we want to draw more people into our city. I think that's a perfect way to do it, is through our parades and special events.
Excellent. And with that said, man, I truly believe that Frankie Cologne has what it takes. You got the education. I would even say you have the experience, right? Because of your involvement in the community. You're an activist. You're always networking. You're always doing something positive to build the community, and that's just amazing. Not only that, everybody knows you, man.
Just about.
Everybody knows Frankie Cologne.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny you say that. I mean, I go everywhere. People are like, I knew you were going to be here.
Yeah.
But I try. Like I said, I'm only one person. I try to involve myself in whatever I can to support those that support us, and that's all we could do.
Excellent, Frankie. So with that said, we're gonna take one more commercial break,
Okay.
and when we come back, I'm gonna hit you off with what I call the shotgun questions.
Okay.
All right.
Not a problem. Thank
All
you.
right. So listen, for you guys that are watching right now live on Facebook and etc., I want to thank you for tuning in. We're having a good time here in the Super Elite Entertainment Studio in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, with my man, my brother, and my good friend Frankie Cologne. We're gonna take a commercial break, but I encourage you to stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're gonna hit Frankie off with what I call the shotgun questions. Simple questions to answer, but sometimes not as simple as they may sound. We'll be back momentarily. Commercial break.
Welcome to Ramirez Restaurant.
Looking for custom wheels? Looking for quality and professional service? Do you need a flat tire repaired? Are you looking for a $45 alignment and the lowest prices in the state? Come to Perez Tire Center, located in the city of Bridgeport. At Perez Tire Center, we take pride in our selection and service. We are never short on inventory, and we give you the best guaranteed lowest prices up front. At Perez Tire Center, we slash competition and will beat the other guys. Financing is available. Credit check is needed. We also install batteries and tires on recreational vehicles, trailers, and motorcycles. If you need it, we got it. Perez Tire Center is open 7 days per week, located at 72 Knowlton Street in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Hi, welcome to Aces Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at Aces Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with Aces Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call Aces Bail Bonds now.
All right, and welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment. Sorry, very sorry about the technical difficulties we ran into just now. That's what happens, man, when you're going live on all types of different networks. Sometimes things go bad and don't operate the way they should. And, you got to troubleshoot it really quick. So that's why we went to a couple of commercial breaks. But with that said, we are back here in the studio with my brother, Frankie Cologne.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Frankie. So we're back from a commercial break. And what I stated was that when we come back, we're going to do what I call the shotgun questions.
Yes.
You ready for that?
I'm ready.
All right. So here we go. Shotgun questions. Let me get rid of that. I don't need that paper anymore. First one is, what's your favorite song?
Preciosa by Mark Anthony.
That's a good song.
That's a good song. Absolutely.
You know how to sing it?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you know what? Mark Anthony is one of the best performers in our culture, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I've seen him 6 times in concert.
Yes. I think he's the Hector Lavoe of our time.
Absolutely. All right, next question. What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie I would have to say is The Color Purple. I love The Color Purple.
Good movie. Seen it several times. Very touching movie.
Very.
So that's a good pick.
Thank you.
You didn't pick The Notebook like a good majority of the other people picked.
No, I'm not into The Notebook.
Not The Notebook?
Not into The Notebook.
All right. Let's keep going. Next question. What's your favorite food?
Oh, rice and beans. Actually, corned beef and white rice is one of my favorites growing up.
Wow.
Which is a staple in the Latin dishes.
That's what we grew up eating. Corned beef,
Yeah.
Spam,
Yeah.
and salchicha.
Exactly. Those are my favorites right there.
Excellent. All right. Next question. What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is baseball. I usually just follow the main events like World Series. But baseball, I think, is also one of the Latinos' favorite sports that we grew up watching. So I do like baseball very much. I love watching baseball.
What's your favorite team? Yankees?
No, unfortunately, I'm not a Yankee fan. I
No!
like Boston and the Mets.
Oh,
So
you
I
know what?
I get a lot of heat for
Hey.
that, but
Interview's over. We're shutting down the studio. Frankie's out of here.
I'm not a Yankee fan, unfortunately. I'm not.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right, I
Boston-
respect
Boston
that.
Red Sox.
Boston is a great team, though. I mean, I'm not a fan, but they're an amazing team. That I got to say. I got most respect for Boston, especially Big Papi.
That's right.
You know?
We wish him speedy recovery.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's your favorite car?
Toyota is my favorite car. In my household, anyway, we all have Toyotas, but Toyota Corollas and Camrys.
Camrys?
Yes.
Nice. Nice. 2019 Camry. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I have. It's a very nice car.
Very nice and very
nice car.
expensive also,
Yeah, it is.
just to say.
It is.
All right. It costs just as much as a BMW or a Lexus.
Yeah, it sure does.
What's the favorite thing you like to read, Frankie?
Reading, I try to read a lot of self-help books, how to better improve yourself, to help others, because you can't help others if you can't help yourself. So some self-help books.
Okay. What's the favorite thing you like to do besides dancing salsa?
Yes, that is one of my favorites. Listening to music is being around family and trying to share what you're involved with others, so they could become involved, so they could get interested in the types of things that you're doing.
Okay. Next question. What's your favorite word? And it doesn't have to be a cuss word. But what's your favorite word?
It's huepa.
Huepa, there
That's why
you
they
go.
call me the huepa man. I love that term. People always ask me, what does that mean? Like Americans who don't understand, who don't know what it is, I try to share with them what it means. It's just exaltation, like trying to cheer somebody on or show that you're excited about something.
That's right.
So I associate huepa with everything. Whatever I sign off on, I always got huepa right next to it.
And that's so true, because there's times on Facebook and Instagram I'll put something up that's that a lot of people will be like, congratulations or
Right.
whatever, and you always put huepa.
Exactly.
And then the Puerto Rico flag and a couple of whatever that you
Different
put
emojis, yeah,
emojis
yeah.
and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool though. But everyone knows Frankie as the huepa man. Hey. All right, so what's the sound or noise you love to hear the most?
People enjoying themselves, when there's music around and you see people dancing and just taking the stress off of themselves. That's how I de-stress. It's through music, it's through dancing, and I think people, when they do that, that sound is what I enjoy to hear the most, is them enjoying themselves and relaxing.
Excellent, man. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place to visit?
My favorite place to visit, I would say, is Puerto Rico, but when you can't get to Puerto Rico, the next closest thing is Florida. So it's tropical, you have palm trees, so that's my second favorite place to go, but that reminds me of Puerto Rico.
Okay. And other than your profession, what you do right now,
Right.
if you had a chance to do it all over again, what would it be?
I would still say the current profession that I am in and being involved in the community. That's number one. And I'm trying to instill that in my children as well. It's always good to give back to your community because they're the ones who helped raise you as well. It wasn't just your parents. It was a community effort to get you where you are.
Yeah. All right. And if heaven exists, when you arrive at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear God say to you, Frankie Colon, when you
I want
arrive
him
there?
to say, "Welcome, Wepa man. Welcome to heaven."
I like that. Welcome, Wepa man. And last question.
Yes.
Who's your favorite boxer?
Tito Trinidad is my favorite boxer. I mean, I wasn't a boxing fan growing up, but I believe Tito Trinidad he represents Puerto Rico very well in the boxing ring and what community things that he does to take care of the community as well.
Absolutely. He sure did.
Yes.
He's one of the greatest Boricua professional boxers out there in the industry, including Miguel Cotto and Macho Camacho.
Macho Camacho.
Yeah.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
With that said, that's the finale of Shotgun Questions, Frankie.
Thank you.
So, just to let everyone know that's watching right now, July 14th. All right, July 14th.
Correct.
The Puerto Rican Day Parade is taking place here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And Mr. Frankie Colon, sitting to my left, is the president of the parade, the Wepa man. All right, and Frankie, man, it's going to be a great night.
We hope so. We hope so. And also, just I wanted to mention again that we have everything is through donations. So if you still want to donate, there's still time. You can go right to our website at www.prpfc.org. And donations are welcome throughout the year because we don't start just in July. We have community events throughout the year to help raise funds, like the Coquito contest, the Madrina dance event, the presentation dance. So donations are always welcome. Like I said, you can go to our website to do that if you so wish.
Also, just to mention, you see Frankie Cologne's phone number on the bottom of the screen right now, which is 203-814-2153. If you want to donate, as Frankie just stated, or if you want to volunteer in the parade or the festival part of the parade, feel free to call Frankie at that phone number that's listed right now on the screen. And Frankie, I believe himself, may answer the phone, or maybe one of his representatives will answer the phone, and you'll be able to communicate with them in order to enlist yourself into participating July 14th in the parade or in the festival, all right? And I've done it myself, so I have personal experience as a volunteer in the parade, and it's a great, great time. So, I encourage you, man, tune in, get out there. July 14th is going to be an amazing time. So, Frankie, man, anything else you want to leave the fans that are watching right now with?
I just wanted to know who our big sponsors are so we can support our sponsors. We have Gasolina is one of our big sponsors. PSEG, the new energy company building here in Bridgeport. Zayas Law Firm. People's United Bank. Arroz Rico. The City of Bridgeport is an important sponsor of ours. And Juniper Home Health Care. So thank you for our sponsors that help make this all happen.
Yeah, excellent, man. And with that said, I think we're just about done.
Thank you for having us. Like I said, come show up, and we want to see the Puerto Rican flags in its original state, waving down, cheering everybody on down the Park Avenue into Seaside Park.
And again, July 14th is going to be the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You're going to see Frankie out there on the float. You're going to be on the float, Frankie?
In the Jeeps. We have the Jeeps that are going to carry the executive board. So
the Jeep Club?
Yeah, Mi Familia Family Jeep Club.
Okay.
New Haven, yes. They always support us, and Puerto Ricans love Jeeps. So that's a representation of us, so that's why we come down like that.
Excellent, man. And you'll be on a Jeep?
I'll be on a Jeep. Look for me.
Waving the flag?
Waving the flag.
Who's going to be with you? You going to be by yourself, or?
I might have my son with me.
Oh, your son?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And again, Frankie, if you don't mind mentioning the lineup for the festival, the performers, really quick, let them know again.
So we have 3-time Grammy Award winners Spanish Harlem Orchestra. We have Luisito Carrion being backed up by the Latin Heartbeats of Hartford. We have Joe Diaz y Los Bohemios. We have Conjunto Guajiba y La Reinita que Canta, Rumba Caliente, and it's all going to be at Seaside Park. July 14th, starting at 1 p.m.
July 14th, starting at 1 p.m. With that said, I want to thank each and every one of you that are watching. I want to thank you, Frankie.
Thank you, Jay.
Yep, for coming into the studio. First time we broadcast in the morning time.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And like I said, for you guys that are watching right now, we usually broadcast on Tuesdays. We usually broadcast on Tuesdays at 7 p.m., but due to different reasons, we had to make some changes to our broadcasting schedule. So we will no longer be broadcasting only on Tuesday. We'll be broadcasting different days throughout the week. For example, like today, we decided to broadcast at 11 a.m. this morning with Frankie Cologne. Next week, it might be on Friday or Saturday again, whatever we come up with. But we will announce it way in advance so that you can prepare yourself for what's to be taking place. Next week, we have Eric Crespo. Eric Crespo is a part of Chad Dawson's boxing gym. Eric Crespo is one of the best mitts. He does the mitts, and he's a trainer. He's a boxing trainer, but his mitt games, I call him miracle hands. His mitt game is amazing. So Eric Crespo will be here next week in the studio for an exclusive interview. And I just want to also really quick one more time, Frankie, thank you for coming down.
Well, thank you for having me.
We look forward to next week, Sunday, July 14th,
yes,
here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, for the Puerto Rican Day Festival and Parade. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you that tuned in this morning. Truly appreciate your support. And listen, continue supporting us. We're not going anywhere. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna keep pressing on, pushing forward, and hitting this thing harder and harder as the weeks go by, bringing you the best interviews throughout the state of Connecticut. We do this for the people of the community. This platform is created for you, for the people of the community. So if you know someone that can sing, someone that can rap, someone that is a comedian that's funny, someone that has a skill, a talent, an ability to do something special, and you want to see them aired on our show, feel free to go onto our website at www.superleagueentertainment.com. Leave us their information, and we will reach out to them so that we can schedule them for one of our episodes. With that said, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, and I truly appreciate you guys. Have a good, I was going to say a good night, but have a good afternoon.
This show is brought to you by Perez Tire Center, Aces Bail Bonds, Miranda & Sons Automotive, Bridgeport Auto Glass, Ramirez Spanish Restaurant, Tito's Barbershop, JC Tire Center, Rancho Patanal Brazilian Restaurant, and Luz de Paz Funeral Home.
Levanta tu mano allí donde estás. El cielo se mueve aquí. Aumenta mi fe, más allá de lo que pueda ver. Decido creer. Mis cargas pongo a tus pies, postrado me acercaré, tu manto tocaré. Dios, conoces mi aflicción, en ti descanso. Dios de milagros, Dios de milagros, ven este lugar, ven este lugar. Dios de milagros, Dios de milagros, ven este lugar, ven este lugar y tócame. Aumenta mi fe. ¿Cuántos pueden decirle más allá de lo que pueda ver? Más allá de lo que pueda ver. Oh, decido creer. Mis cargas pongo a tus pies. Mis cargas pongo a tus pies. Oh, postrado me acerco. Conoces mi aflicción, en ti descanso. Dios de milagros, Dios de milagros, ven a este lugar, ven a este lugar. Dios de milagros, Dios de milagros, ven La palabra de Dios dice que había un estanque, que cuando un ángel descendía del cielo y lo tocaba, las personas eran sanadas. El estanque de Dios y las aguas de su espíritu se están moviendo en este lugar. Y aquel que extienda su mano y entre en el mover de las aguas recibirá sanidad.